Chapter 6. A White Roll. Several hours later, Alex returned with an old-looking man. The stranger's dark, pointed beard, plaid jacket, leather shorts, and hat with a large feather protruding from it were more than exotic to Mariska and Yurik. As he moved toward them, they stood close to their mother. But Jacob shouted, "Uncle Gaylor," and thrust his arms out to him. Alex introduced the man. "This is Dr. Gaylor, Jeniak's uncle. Stacy told me about him before. Anyway, I found him. Kowalski. Call me Kowalski. The Germans think I'm Polish," said the doctor. While Gaylor examined Jacob, the Roseland children stared at his clothes. Following their eyes, Alex said, "He's a Jew from Western Poland. Because he dresses and sounds like a Tyrolean, the Germans don't bother him. He's not even inside the ghetto." When Gaylor finished the examination, he turned to the Roselands and said, "It's not serious, but my nephew needs to eat more, and he needs sun." Jacob looked at his uncle as though he were as crazy as his clothes. "Uncle Gaylor, do you expect me to walk the streets like you? Maybe I should go to school with Mariska tomorrow, and where will I get more food? Do you like the Roselands? Do you think the Roselands are magicians?" Jacob was shouting now, no longer able to contain his fear and despair. Mariska and Yurik looked to their father, who seemed deep in thought. Mila shook her head in disbelief. "I know he needs fresh fruits and vegetables, but that would be impossible. As for sunshine, what can we do?" "Perhaps he could sit by the window," Gaylor replied. Alex pulled the threadbare curtains aside and looked down into the street. "I'm afraid it's too risky. Someone might see him." Walking Gaylor to the door, Alex slipped some money in his hand. "No, Roseland, no," the doctor protested, although times were desperate for him too. He no longer could practice medicine without being in danger of someone's finding out he was Jewish and turning him into the Nazis. Alex waited until Gaylor was almost out the door, then dropped the money into Gaylor's backpack. He turned and saw Jacob watching him. "Our secret, eh, Jeniak?" He smiled. "Yurik, come to the basement with me for a moment." In a while, the two returned, carrying a bolt of royal blue wool left over from Alex's business before the war. Once he had sold fabric, now he traded it for whatever his family needed. He was about to speak when Mila said, I know. You'll be back in a few minutes." Alex nodded with a little smile and quickly descended the apartment stairs. Before Gaylor came, Jacob had been afraid he was so sick he was going to die. He had told no one about his fear. Now he lay down and relaxed into a deep sleep. He awakened to hear Mariska explain, "Papa, a white roll. I forgot what they look like. Before the war, the Roselands ate these rolls every Christmas." "I'm sorry, Mariska. The roll is not for you," her father replied. "It's for Jeniak. He needs it more." Mariska's face fell as Jacob took the roll hungrily. Averting his eyes from Mariska, "She must hate me," he thought. "I guess I don't blame her." Mariska leaned against Mila and sobbed. "What is wrong, child?" Alex asked. "Nothing, Papa. I'm just tired." Mariska loved it when her father praised her for being generous. She didn't want him to know how much she wanted to rip the roll out of Jeniak's hands and beat him up. When Alex left, Mariska burst out, "Mama, why does Jeniak get everything?" Mila hugged Mariska, rocking back and forth. "Because he has lost everything, child," she answered softly. "His house, his family, his friends. He can't leave this little apartment." Mariska snuggled closer to her mom, and Mila asked, "Wouldn't you want to be given a little extra if that were you?" Mariska nodded, content to be in her mother's arms. Alex had brought more than a roll. He walked into the bedroom, holding up a strange-looking contraption, and said, "Look, instant sunshine. This is a sun lamp. If Jeniak can't go to the sun will come to him." "How does it work, Uncle Alex?" Jacob asked. "The sun gives off ultraviolet rays," Alex explained, "and they have vitamin D, the vitamin you are missing by staying inside. This lamp also has ultraviolet rays. Alex turned the lamp on, and Jacob squinted. Jeniak, cover your eyes, Alex said, handing him a handkerchief. Jacob lay back and closed his eyes, soaking in the warmth of the lamp. It feels like the sun, he exclaimed. 15 minutes a day, and you'll be fine, Alex proclaimed, but Jacob didn't hear the instruction. He was already asleep. Alex turned the lamp to face Mariska. Your turn, Mary, he said, patting her cheek.